Greetings. Hopefully that session wasn't too difficult for you. Uh, I'm not trying to shame you or guilt you or judge you in any way. And it really is important to understand that there are things that you don't understand about health and how your body operates, what your symptoms are trying to tell you. And if you continue to operate with the assumption that you do know these things, you will continue getting the results that you have been getting thus far, which I think probably are not the results that you truly want. Um, this is really a process of relinquishing control, of saying, yeah, I don't understand this, and I'm open for something different to emerge that I currently don't even know what it will look like. This can be truly, truly difficult. I appreciate that. And if this session was particularly aggravating or frustrating or even confusing for you, I urge you to lean in to that confusion or frustration and truly be curious about what it has to teach you, what there is to learn in those emotions, rather than resisting. And we talk about this throughout our work together. The more you resist, and any of us, the more that we resist, the more uh, we close the door for any other opportunities to arise. Okay. Our resistance often comes about from an underlying assumption that we know what's going on. We know what should be happening. We know what we should have to do. And all of these things are perpetuating this idea that there's nothing for me to learn. I don't need to grow and increase my understanding in any of these areas. Hopefully, this session is helping you explore that necessity, that until an opening develops for something truly new to emerge, the same old patterns, the same old cycles are inevitably going to repeat themselves. So this is an extremely important takeaway. I will mention one thing that happens not too uncommonly, and that is this idea that relinquishing control in this way, or being open to new things arising in your life, new ideas and beliefs about how things work to develop, can be particularly challenging in that there may be this sense that you're losing a piece of you, that you're giving something up or sacrificing something that you like about yourself. If that is you, let me encourage you and support you in saying nothing that you truly want, nothing that you truly and authentically desire in your life will be lost in the type of introspective work that you're participating in right now. Okay? All of the wonderful, beautiful, vibrant, energetic components of you and your personality, and even your bluntness or directness or ability to assert yourself and be your unique person in a group, none of that kind of stuff is going to dissolve. If anything, those features of your personality, those characteristics will be enhanced. You will have more access to those authentic parts of yourself as you learn and connect with deeper, more authentic parts of yourself, and your identity begins to expand. Nothing that we're doing is advocating a shrinking of that identity, an actual sacrificing of those beautiful, wonderful parts of you. So hopefully that helps with any concerns that you might have about relinquishing control of some of these ideas. Before we call it a day, I do want to spend a couple minutes and address the an exercise that we've been doing. I think maybe twice now. I think it came up in the first session and this one as well, and that is the exercise of orienting. You'll probably notice that periodically through the sessions, I will pause you and encourage you to orient to the environment around you. This is a very cool practice and tool that you can use to connect with the present moment in a little bit different way than the 3-word check-in. This really enables you to orient to the safety, the security, the physical environment around you, and your physical and maybe mental relationship with that environment. For instance, what happens when you survey the space around you right now and take in the doors, the exit points? What happens when you really start to pay attention to the light and the amount of space in front of you and behind you? What happens when you start to pay attention to how your body is positioned in this space? What's your posture like? Where does your vision naturally become attracted to? All of these questions and points of orientation build a sense of the safety and security of your environment. And this is incredibly important for any type of processing stress, trauma, or emotional agitation that might have any type of connection to the physical space and environment being unsafe. If you've ever had instances or situations in your life where safety has been questionable, an orientation exercise like this can help the nervous system and your sense of security in the moment come into alignment, so that any stored energy that tells you I'm not safe in this environment is actually questioned. And if you are indeed safe, there could be vital learning for you and your nervous system to develop during that process. So that's why we do this periodically with these different emotionally charged themes that come up to allow you to process and integrate them in a slightly different way using the physicality of your environment in order to assess safety and security in the here and now. Hopefully that wasn't too analytical of a description of how that exercise works. If it was, I hope that you allow the simple experience of what it's like to orient to your physical environment inform that practice. Because at the end of the day, that experience is going to be way more valuable and healing for you than any type of intellectual understanding of it that I'm going to offer. So that's all for today. I don't think that there is an additional video today. Let me just double check my notes here and make sure. No additional video. I think that there will be some additional content next week when we get into session 3. You're doing such a good job, good work, and I will see you next week.